What's up, Street Talks? This is Eric from the Eric and Street Photography blog. I'm here, where are we?
We're in Shinjuku.
We're in Shinjuku with my boy,
Camera Hunter,
aka
Bellamy Hunt.
Alright, so where are we going today, Bellamy?
We're going to the same places we went to last time, map camera. Because you're already too late and you've missed me doing the shopping everywhere else.
Okay, we can go another day. It's all good. But why are we going there?
I'm looking for compact cameras and manual prime lenses for Nikon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, are a lot of people out there looking for Nikon lenses? What's the demand of that compared to, let's say, Leica, Canon?
Well, no, I mean, it's quite a different beast because the demand for Leica is obviously always quite high.
Yes.
But the demand for Nikon has become higher since the movie.
The movie?
Movie making.
Oh,
no,
movie
I want
making.
DSLRs.
Oh, okay.
Because the Nikon primes are generally, well, I wouldn't say better, but they're in some cases they are better than the Canon primes. So they're very good quality and they work very well with an adapter on a Canon 5D Mark II. So they've become very popular in the last few years.
Is it okay if you're recording here?
Sure.
Konnichiwa. Alright.
And they always have the funkiest tunes in here as well.
Okay. Alright, so show us what we're looking at.
Contax TVS, TVS2s, T2s, T3s. Prices in here are usually quite high. But the quality is also very high. Ricoh GR, GR1S, GR1Vs. They don't have any GR21s in here at the moment. But I mean, if you look, like you've got your Olympus Pen Zuiko lenses here. Those are effectively new. And that's not bad for a 40-year-old lens.
So Bellamy, what is your favorite film compact camera and why?
Why'd you have to ask me such a horrible question?
It's a loaded question.
I sell a lot of Ricohs, and I love the Ricoh. But personally, on a personal level, it's a camera that I don't work well with.
Why is that?
It doesn't suit me. And I don't like the way. I like the way it winds on the film and then brings the film back, so you don't lose any shots. But it also does everything upside down, which does my head in, drives me nuts. But it is a very easy to use camera. I actually prefer the lens on the Contax T2.
Is that why you prefer the T2?
Yeah, the lens.
So, when it comes to the Contax T2 lens, how good is it?
It's incredible. I can't believe it's in a compact camera.
What would you compare it to?
I wouldn't say it's comparable to a Leica, but it's very close. It's got excellent contrast, all of those things. It's a very nice lens, but unfortunately it's in that T2 body, which isn't perfect. It's very good, but it's not quite perfect. I just wish I could get it put into an M mount and then I'd be a very, very happy man.
Yeah.
They've got lots of stuff in there today. I need to look for Nikon manual prime lenses. Let's see, have they got anything I want? Nope. No. Have they got any adapters? No. Tele converters. No. Well, unfortunately today we haven't had much.
Oh man. This place is awesome though.
But then this is just one store, one of 40 or 50 in Tokyo alone. Contact 645. What an outstanding camera.
So Bellamy, what's your take on medium format film cameras?
What do you mean? What's my take? I mean, I love them. They're great, but
what would you say is your favorite medium format film camera?
I'll show you. They don't have a 6. They've got a 7 though. Mamiya 7.
Oh, you prefer the Mamiya 6?
I actually prefer the Mamiya 6. Yeah.
Why? And what's the difference between?
6x6 format.
Oh, you like the square format.
Yeah, I like the square format.
Instead of the Mamiya 7.
You know, apples and oranges. You know, some people prefer 7. Either way, the lenses on it are just incredible. It's a great camera. It's easy to use. I mean, if I could have one, I would say a Machina, but they're so hilariously unreliable that it's not worth it. The lenses on them are incredible, but they break, and when they break, it costs you a kidney to get them repaired.
Okay, so where are we now, Bellamy?
Yodobashi camera film section.
So you want to give us a little tour?
There's not much to see. It's
Oh.
smaller.
This is small, huh?
This is small. This is about half the size it was 5 years ago.
Seriously?
And it used to be in another building, and it was just as far as you could see, just racks of film.
Wow.
Refrigerators, and this is so much smaller.
This is smaller. Wow.
Oh, they've got 30. It's finished.
What is that?
Realia Ace. Great film, but they're not making it in 35mm anymore.
Oh man.
Which really blows. It's a good film.
So why don't you show us some of your favorite films?
Neopan, Presto, 400. Love that stuff.
So why do you prefer the Neopan 400 Presto versus, like, let's say Tri-X or any other black
they're
one?
much for muchness. I think they're fairly comparable. I just like it because it's cheaper than Kodak in Japan. Kodak in Japan is actually quite expensive.
Oh, why is that? Import?
Import, and they raise the prices all the time because Kodak is basically shooting themselves in the foot by killing their own business with their poor management decisions. But enough of that. Presto is cheap.
Yes.
And easy to get hold of. I like Ilford, you know. And HP5 is a nice film, you know, and it's not terribly expensive here. Again, it's about the same price as those two.
Yes.
It's always worth buying it in 10-roll bricks. It's just not worth buying single rolls. And you can buy the bulk rolls, 100 foot, and you can re-roll it yourself of Tri-X, Ilford, things like that. But you have to have a re-roller, which I don't have, for shame.
And why don't you show us some of your favorite color films?
Right. Simple. Portra, obviously, everybody's favourite. That stuff's lovely.
What do you love about Portra?
Colours are really nice. It's just really rich, vibrant. I used to like Ektar, but I don't anymore because it's a pain in the arse to get developed because it has its own developing thing.
Is it slide film?
No, it's negative film, but it has to have its own developing solution. Which,
oh, that's a pain in the ass.
Which is just, huge pain in the ass. So they have to send it off somewhere else.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, screw it, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
And I actually, this is not a terribly expensive film. It's Fuji Premium.
Yeah.
Fuji Superior Premium. It's not a terribly expensive film, but I really like the colour balance in it. It's really nice, really rich tones, and it's cheap. It's a really cheap film. So I've got a bit of a soft spot for that. I used to buy bulk packs of that, 40 rolls at a time. For slide, I love Velvet 50 just because of the colour, but it's hard to use. It's not very forgiving, and if you mess it up, you mess it up.
What's your opinion on slide film versus negative film?
Slide film, I love the colours in it, but it's just not practical.
Yeah.
It's a pain. It is, and it's becoming more of a pain. So, and in 35mm, it's much of a muchness. When you're talking about medium format, large format, slide film comes into its own. It is just incredible. And you saw the negatives. It's insane. This stuff is really nice, and you can push this stuff really hard. Great film, great colour balance. It's not cheap though. When you're looking at $12, $14 a roll. Yeah, it's not the sort of stuff you just want to shoot willy-nilly. So.
Yeah, well, so Bellamy, you shoot exclusively film.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
What's to tell? I only shoot film. I buy a lot of film. I sell a lot of film, and all of my cameras are film. I sell film cameras. Be a bit of a contradiction to sell all of that stuff and then go, yeah, by the way, I have a D3.
Yeah.
No. I like shooting film. It makes me slow down. It makes me calm down.
Whoa.
Dude.